Hello, everyone, right here, and today we're going to be looking at how much mulching makes a difference on yield for your fields here. Per the online help, everyone, it's supposed to be a 2.5% yield increase. We're going to see if that's actually the case here or not. For those of you who've seen my, I'd call it relatively in-depth video on rolling, the best I was ever able to get, everyone, was 1.2%. So we're going to see how much mulching actually makes a difference. Again, per the online help, it says 2.5%. Interestingly enough, everyone, before the update, in the on-game help, or the in-game help here, it said 5%. They now since remove those numbers, and it doesn't just indiscriminate number of it increases yield. So we're not exactly sure what. But anyway, Evan, I've got a field here we're working on planting. This field has not been mulched. So the only thing that has not been done in this field, Evan, is mulching. We have plowed it. We have cultivated it. We are currently at seed bed. If we go back to our cultivated stage here, so we can see we're at seed bed prep there, essentially. But again, we have not mulched the field. So this is kind of our mulch test, I guess you could say. So this was without mulch. The next time around, we'll plant the field, and we'll get the mulched numbers for you folks. So anyway, looking at the yield bonus here on the field info screen, everyone, it claims we should be getting a plus 95% bonus here at this point. Keep in mind, I have not rolled the field yet. We are going to roll the field, so that should bump us up. I'm not sure if that'll take us to 97 or 98. We'll find out here once we start rolling, which actually, speaking of which, we can start rolling right now. Again, the field was plowed, so we should have no weeds. Obviously, it's been limed, and then we are getting our full fertilizer here. One application of fertilizer was already done before tillage, and then we're putting another one on while planting here. And then we'll, of course, make sure we do our best here to make sure we cover 100% of the field. With a relatively small field like this, I found out it's relatively easy to throw the numbers off. If you're not careful, make sure you get like 99.9% of the field. I mean, if you miss one little corner, meh. But still, it's going to throw your numbers off ever so slightly. From the rolling test, I'm already probably going to be able to make a guess as to what the yield is going to be off of this one here. But we'll run both tests here just to make sure. We'll do one without roll, or one with mulching, one without mulching. So again, everyone, we're starting without the mulching here. And we'll be back, everyone, once it's time to harvest, and we'll see what kind of yield we get. Okay, everyone, and we are back after sleeping a whole bunch of nights here. Our crop is finally ready to start harvesting here. Again, we have canola planted in this field. I think I failed to mention that earlier. And per the field info, everyone, we have a plus 98% yield bonus. Pretty sure that's probably actually 97.5. Again, I'm pretty sure the in-game here, everyone, rounds up the numbers to the closest whole number. So 97.5% is probably the actual yield bonus. So anyway, let's get we'll just throw a hired worker on this here, I guess. We'll let the hired worker take over, and we'll see what kind of yield we get here. Again, this is without mulching, so no mulching on this. For the end here, we'll do the field with mulching. So once we're done with this harvest, we'll mulch the field, repeat the entire process again, everyone, and see what kind of yield we get. Spoiler alert, by the way, Evan, having done the rolling test, everyone, our yield with the mulching should be somewhere around 4,010. 4,010. That should be our yield here for this field with the mulching. So, should be able to figure out very quickly whether this mulching is actually beneficial and to what extent. We'll find out here real quick. Speaking of the rolling, by the way, for those of you who have not seen that video while we're waiting for the harvest to finish here, highly suggest you check out my rolling video of one. Did I'd say a relatively in-depth look at rolling, and yeah, per the in-game help, everyone, it's supposed to be 5% before the update. Then when the update came out, everyone, they just took the numbers away completely. So per the online help for Giants, Farming Simulator 22, I believe it still says 2.5%. And the best I was ever able to get with that, everyone, was 1.2%. So 1.2% with the mulching. So kind of curious to see what we're going to end up with here. I'm sorry, with the rolling. It said mulching there. Meant to say rolling. So anyway, one more pass here and we'll be done with this field. We're already up to 3,162 liters. I make sure, let's see, where did I put that? That's a good question. Well, we'll just leave it in the combine. I'll have to make sure I write it down here before we empty the combine out. And you know, while the combine's finishing, oh, there's some equipment. Okay, where's my mulcher at? Let's go grab the mulcher here a minute. We'll get the mulcher rolling on the field. Got all the equipment kind of lined up back here. And again, I've been making sure I do like the same process to the field every time. So again, we plowed, we fertilized, we shallow cultivated, we mulched, different need to be mulched, lime, different need to be limed. Again, you only need a lime every third harvest. So plan on testing that too, by the way. I'm curious to see what kind of a yield difference we get if we don't lime and don't plow and that type of thing. So we'll find out on that one. Okay, hire the worker on that. Again, we'll let him mulch the entire field. And what kind of yield did we get? We ended up with 3,960. 3,960. Okay. Spoiler alert. For those of you who have seen my rolling video, this is the same number we got without rolling. How much you folks want to bet we're going to get 4,010 with mulching? I guess we'll find out about it. So 3,960 was our yield without mulching. So that's no mulching. So we'll be back, everyone. We're going to replant the field here. We'll let the mulcher run here. Once the mulcher's done, I'll get some fertilizer and some plowing on this. Again, when I'm plowing, so by the way, we don't get any weeds, so we don't have to weed the field. It's kind of the one advantage of plowing there. And then we'll shallow cultivate, we'll replant, we'll re-roll, and then we'll fast forward some more time, and we'll see what we end up with. So we'll be back in a few minutes, everyone, with the numbers for mulching. And another year later, everyone, and we are back again here, this time with a mulched field, in addition to, the plowing and fertilizing and liming and cultivating and planting and rolling. And did I miss it? I probably missed something. Anyway, you folks get the idea here. As you can see on the yield bonus, everyone, there we have a plus 100 yield bonus here this time around. So we're going to see what our yield is. I suspect, everyone, it should be right around that 4,010 number. We'll find out here real quick. Let's get the hired worker going on this here. He's using the hired worker just to make sure, hopefully keep everything, hired worker. There we go. Just trying to keep everything the same that way with the hired worker. Hopefully he misses that, and we'll come back and get that just to make sure. We'll see what kind of a number we end up with here. Doesn't take long, again, to harvest here with the John Deere X9 1100 here. It's a 50-foot drape head for anyone wondering. So again, as a reminder, our number from the mulching, 3,960. So 3,960. I'm expecting we're going to see like a 1.2% yield increase here. And by the way, I do have an explanation as to why my numbers are so much lower than they should be. We'll cover that here in just a moment, after I confirm that we get the yield I'm expecting here. And if we do get the yield I'm expecting here, I think this means I maybe need to do a test here just to see once what the absolute lowest yield we can get on this field would be. So that would be require plowing, require lime, require fertilizer, maximum weeds, no rolling, no mulching. I believe that would be the worst possible yield. So I think we're probably going to test that out as well here, everyone. Because I've been looking at the numbers here, and we're half of what we should be getting. And I think it's more of a math related thing that's going on here. Yeah, we're gonna stop you just a moment here and get that little bit here. Might be just enough to throw our numbers off, so we don't want to take any chances on this. Okay, there we go. Rehire the worker. Let him finish up here a minute. So again, when it comes to the numbers game here, keep in mind what the game is calling is a yield bonus. So you get your base yield plus your yield bonus. If you take that into factor, everyone, my number's coming out half. You would have to double the numbers I'm getting. So that's I think that's why we're seeing the half what I should be getting on this. And hey, there we go, everyone. confirmed the yield exactly what I said it was going to be, 4,010. 4,010, so that's the exact same yield we got last time on the rolling here as well. So both the roller and the mulcher, everyone, give the exact same percentage. Not really that good a percentage when you think about it, everyone. Let's line back up here and let this empty out. So that is a 1.25%, or actually 1.26%, I believe it was. Actually, let me go throw this in the calculator here a minute, everyone. So that is 3,960 to a 4,010. If we calculate that, that is a 1.2626 repeating yield increase, everyone. So 1.26% yield increase. Not exactly the 2.5% we should be seeing, everyone. Not by a long shot. With that being said, everyone, like I said, if we go back to the math on this, if we figure 4,010, everyone, that is a 200% yield increase. So that means if we did a base yield on this field, that one should get about 2,005, right? So 2,005. Assuming we still see the 50-liter yield increase we are seeing, so if we go from 2,005 to 2,055, that is a 2.4937% yield increase. So there's our basically 2.5% yield increase, right, everyone? So I'm assuming that's where Giants is coming up with his numbers there. That's, I don't know if that really works out that way, though, does it? I don't know. Maybe it does, everyone. Doesn't quite add up in my mind, but hey, whatever. So you can get 2.5% if you do it that way. With that being said, everyone, it is still an overall 1.2% yield increase. It's not the 2.5%, which, I mean, to be honest, I mean, you would expect, right? Because if we're, yeah, I guess the basis number would be 200% would be your maximum possibly. I don't know. Anyway, math's getting interesting on that one, everyone. So like I said, 1.2% for rolling and 1.2% for mulching. So with that, everyone, we're going to wrap this video up here. Obviously, more testing to come. Again, if you folks would like to see anything on this, let me know. See what, you know, some of the other weeds and stuff yield potential is. Plan on probably getting to that at some point here as well. So that, everyone, again, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And don't forget to, Evan, if you'd like to additionally support the videos here, I do have Patreon as well. Definitely not required. I'd much prefer you folks just watch the ads. But for those of you who would like to help in some other way, like I said, Patreon link is down below as well. So again, everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying these tests here. I'm rather enjoying the numbers myself. So again, till next time.